What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, so check this out. When it comes to playing video games, especially if you play online and you play competitive or whatever, there's a little part inside of you that wants to do good. Now, some of us take it to an extreme and we want to do extremely well to the point where you actually cheat, especially on PC. You'll get like aim bots and all that other stuff. And look, dog, if that's you, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I guess to each his own, right? For me though, I want to get better at playing online. So the first thing I did was, especially first person shooter, I looked at, what's going to increase my aim? That's what I want to know. What's going to increase my aim? And everything that I looked spoke about control freaks and heightening up the sticks and all this other stuff that it would give you an advantage. So I went out and I bought myself some control freaks and I tried them out and I loved the way they felt. Okay? I loved the way they felt. And sometimes I swear it did feel like I was better with them until I took a real hard look and I would play with them on for a while and I would play with them off for a while, and it is what it is. Maybe it's just me, but I am better without the control freaks. Okay. Still though, I'm trash. So I still needed something to give me an edge, to give me an advantage. Now, full disclaimer, I play mostly against PC players and I play with a controller. I don't play with mouse and keyboard. So I'm already at a disadvantage. I play Apex Legends. So before you start talking about aim assist, do your research and look at what the aim assist is like on Apex Legends. It's trash for controllers. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. Trust me, it's trash. If not, if you don't believe me, I'll make a video. I'll go to the firing range and I'll show you guys how trash the aim assist is on a controller on freaking Apex Legends. Fortnite, I heard, is a different story. Whatever, I don't play Fortnite. I only play Apex Legends online. But anyways, I wanted to get better, right? So I kept looking at stuff. Okay, what makes a controller player better? What types of controller are these pros using? Whatever. And I kept seeing people were using these Scuff controllers. They were using Battle Beaver controllers. They were using there's even a company called Evil. Why would you name your company Evil? I don't know. But anyways, all these companies had one thing in common that I saw. A few things in common. One thing I saw that stuck out to me was they all had the option of putting back paddles on your controller. You could either have two back paddles or have four back paddles. And the concept was that if you don't have to take your finger off the joystick to do a movement, right, that it would make you better. Now, I'll be honest with you. When I first saw this, as I'm holding the controller and I'm playing, like literally, like if I gotta press A, it doesn't take that long. If I gotta press X, it doesn't take that long. Circle, square, B, whatever. Like it doesn't take that long. Like I just press it and my finger gets right back on the joystick. So I didn't think it would make that big of a difference. But recently, as you guys know, I went ahead and I made this purchase here. The Xbox Series Elite 2. I just wanted like a pro controller for whatever reason. I've just been bored of this quarantine, so I just decided to spend money. And I didn't go with a Scuff for the Xbox. I went with this because one of the biggest reasons is because it works with PC, right? I know it's compatible with PC, and the Series X the Series X is also going to be compatible with the Elite Series 2. Now, this thing comes with all types of different sticks that you can use, and it also comes with a tall stick. So that means that Microsoft has been seeing people talking about how the tall sticks can make you better, which is, again, fine. It's just not true for me. The feature on this bad boy that did make a huge difference for me, and what this video is about ultimately, are these things right here. The back paddles. So let me tell you, this controller comes with 4 back paddles. However, there's levels to this. I am not at that level to be playing with 4 back paddles. Listen, man, Doc Dark 1985. That 85 is my birth year. I'm old, dog. My hand-eye reflex and my hand, it's not there anymore. Okay, and these controllers are only getting more and more complicated. So I decided to go with just the two back paddles, and let me tell you, it has made a huge, huge difference. Now, it made such a big difference that I decided to get back paddles for Poker Dude. Now, my boy plays on the PS4, and Sony a long time ago, not a long time ago, but they came out with this attachment called I think they just called it the back button. However, they pulled like a Nintendo move. You know how Nintendo, they make stuff, but they don't make enough of it. So then eventually it becomes really expensive because people buy it and decide to sell it for a higher price, even though that's kind of messed up. But I get it, it's your hustle. Sony did the same thing. So now this back button thing, if you try to buy it, it's like they're selling it for like $120, $130, like other people are, not Sony. Um, when Sony came out with it, I think it was like $30 or $40. I wish I would have got one then, but it is what it is. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Anyways, I decided to go with a different company that had back paddles. And even this company, their back paddles, I had to pay $60 online. So that's like almost like the price of a full controller. This is what they look like. All right. Now, this is from a company called Collective Minds. Now, these back paddles sit right here. See that? And same thing as the Xbox Series Elite 2. The way they're placed is very comfortable, feels very natural, very easy to play. Poker Dude at first didn't like it. He played a few games with it, and now he loves it. So I went ahead and purchased another pair of back paddles for my regular Xbox controllers. And this is what they look like. This is also by the same company called Collective Minds. Now, for whatever reason, on the Xbox, their back paddles are placed differently. Still takes a little bit of getting used to. It's not as comfortable as a Elite Series 2 or as the PS4 back paddle, but still work, and still you can get used to it, and you still feel that difference. So now I've been seeing videos, and they've been talking about how we haven't really seen the back of the DualSense 5, right? And it got me excited. I saw where these YouTubers were going and where these articles were going. And pretty much what they're trying to say is that there could be a possibility that the DualSense 5 might come with back buttons or back paddles. Now, I think that's an amazing idea. I think that is great. I'm in love with that concept. Only, and here we go. Here we go. This is an old man rant right now. Okay, so if you're young, you might not want to listen to this. Okay, or you might not agree. I agree with this DualSense 5. I agree with this Sony only if those back buttons and those back paddles or whatever it is going to be back there is made to reprogram front buttons. That's it. Do not make them an extra button or something in the game. Don't do that. The old man in me cannot take it. I'm telling you right now, I can't take it. You got to understand, I come from an era where I played where the only thing I had was a directional pad, start, select, A and B. Those were all the buttons. That's it. That's it. Then you came at me, Nintendo came at me and threw freaking directional pad, start, select, 4 face buttons, and 2 bumpers at the top with the Super Nintendo. I don't know why you would do that to me, but you did. Then it just got worse from there. I remember Sega came out and they only had 3 buttons, which was cool. I could deal with 3 buttons. That's fine. But then Sony came out as well, and I think Sony had directional pad. That wasn't even really a directional pad. Well, their stuff is still pretty much the same. What else did it have? Did it have a star select? I believe it did have a star select, 4 face buttons, and 4 bumpers, 4 triggers. That blew my mind. And then it got even worse because the Nintendo 64 came out. And then this thing came, and I didn't have enough hands to hold it. Like I'm literally missing a hand to hold this thing. No, I mean for real. I mean for real. What happened? Oh no, 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 no. No. Hello? I'm gonna have to cut this out. Then, for real, I'm like missing a hand. I'm missing, literally missing a hand. Like, and that thing had a directional pad, had a left bumper, a right bumper. It had four buttons that were called the C buttons, A and B, and then for whatever reason, it had a C button, Z button in the bottom, which was like the trigger. Then the GameCube came out, and that thing had. Look, man, all I'm saying is I'm still trying to catch up to the two joysticks. Okay, the back paddles work when I can reprogram them to either jump or slide or whatever I want in the face. Please don't add more buttons. Please don't. I beg you. I beg you. Don't add. Please. If we're gonna have to start playing games like this, I'm gonna stop playing. It's just too much. But to recap all this back around, should you get back paddles? Yes, get back paddles if you don't already have them. Should the DualSense 5 have back buttons? Please, I hope it does. I think that'll be an amazing feature. As long as they just keep it so that we can reprogram our stuff. Dark 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.